Happy beautiful day. This is Pete Cohen. This is my Christmas message to all of you. I raise my cup, take a sip of some coffee, and just want to say thank you. This has been a very, very challenging year. I think it has to be probably the most challenging year yet. And I can't believe that I'm actually sitting here talking to you, because if you told me a year ago I'd be sitting here talking to you, being where I am in terms of where my wife is, I would have said, well, that's not going to happen. So this year my wife was re-diagnosed with a very aggressive brain tumor, and she really wasn't given long to live. And I saw her basically dying in front of me. But you know what? Once again, we looked outside the box. And I truly believe that in many cases we can look outside the box, that there are answers to many of the challenges that we face. But I wanted to say thank you, because I think Christmas is a great time to just kind of stop, and think about just how lucky we are to be grateful, to appreciate what we have. And I want to appreciate everyone that has come on that journey with us, because so many of you showed up, put your hand up, and you offered your support, your financial, your support, your emotional support, and it made a huge difference. I cannot even begin to tell you the impact that had on me and my wife, because my wife realized she wasn't alone as she faced her biggest test, and my biggest test actually, because I believe that in many cases our greatest tests can be our greatest testimonials. I know that sounds like a cliche, but how many of you actually believe that? When you look back over your life, that you actually realize that some of the tests that you've been through, you are better off because you have been through those things. So I wanted to say thank you, and I wanted also just to share that, my work is all about future self. It's all about us seeing a future that we want to go out and create. And that was a massive test. If you told me about that 7-8 months ago, I would have told you just to shut up and go away, because I was almost at the point of being a defeatist. I'd almost given up. But there was a part of me that said no. And a few people around me said, no, Pete, you can't give up on Hannah. There is a way. And we found a way. And I'm so grateful to the doctors who have helped us that with this pioneering treatment that has saved her life. We are going to enjoy every single moment of Christmas. But I wanted to raise my cup to all of you and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because without you, I don't know whether it would have happened. Look, this has been a phenomenal year for us in terms of the content that we've put out into the world. Our Future Self podcast, which is now 7 years old, has had record amounts of downloads. I think more and more people are waking up to the future. The fact that everything we do is for the future, but most people's view of the future doesn't go very far. And if it doesn't go very far, why would you have empathy? Why would you have empathy for a future that you don't know? I'm going to be here challenging every single one of you to think about, where could you be in December 2023? Who is that person? If you could get excited about the possibilities that existed for you, you could do the greatest thing you will ever do, which I believe will be the person that you choose to become. This was the year where I introduced Stephen Bartlett at an event, and he said when he was 15, he knew who he was pursuing, he knew who he was going to be. And this is the year where I'm going to challenge you to build a compelling relationship to your future self. I want to thank everyone that's watched any of the content that we've put out into the world, but I specifically want to thank the people that have downloaded our app, the Stop One, Start One. Listen, this is a free app. You can download it for free. You have got access to it for 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks there's a paid version, there's a free version. But it is all about tracking. It is all about, look, it was 20 years ago I wrote the book Habit Busting, one of the 20 books I've written. And 20 years ago, it was just as important as it is now to look at what we need to stop doing and what we need to start doing so we could go to a place that we've not gone before. My goal, my dream, my vision is millions of people waking up every single day and living with intention. Mine intention now delivered. That's how to get your mind right. If we take a moment to think about all the people in the world that are suffering, you know what? There's 752 million people around the world that are suffering with mental health issues. And I think a lot of that has to do with how people are mismanaging their mind. So my goal in 2023 is to inspire as many of you to go to a place that you've not gone before, and I would love the opportunity to help and support you. Please download the app, Stop One, Start One. Actually, we'll put a link to the page where there's a video that is 14 minutes and 24 seconds long, which is 1% of your day. Take 1% of your day to explore the opportunities that you have to create a new identity, to stop what is not serving you and start doing what will serve you so you can go to a place you've not gone before. But whatever you do over the festive period, take the time to enjoy it, celebrate. Maybe not celebrating by drinking to excess, but just do what you want. But I'd celebrate all the people around you who have helped you and supported you to be where you are today. So I'm wishing you all a very, very Merry Christmas and look forward to helping and supporting you in 2023.